Billionaire butt lickers, Trump supporters, y'all need to help me understand something. I've been trying to figure this whole situation out about putting billionaires in Donald Trump's cabinet. I mean, he's more than half his cabinet now is loaded up with billionaires, y'all. And I know that y'all was wanting some low prices and some small governments and some lower taxes and getting rid of all those corrupt politicians and stuff. And I'm trying to figure out that how that putting a bunch of billionaires as Trump's top advisors is going to do any of that stuff for us, y'all. I mean, I could go along with it if I thought it was going to work, but I don't think it's going to work, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, it's the billionaires, the millionaires, the CEOs, the corporations that want to take all of our money away from us. See, that's the whole point in the operations that they run. See, the whole idea is to take as much money as humanly possible from the average working person and put it in their pockets and to their shareholders and stuff. That's the whole point. That's the entire point of it. So I don't understand how putting them in advisory roles in Donald Trump's cabinet's going to help us. I can see how it helped them a whole lot, see, because then you have to talk about the corrupt politicians. Well, guess what makes those politicians corrupt? Money, that's right, from CEOs and corporations, billionaires and millionaires. That's who corrupts those people so that they'll do what they want them to do. That's the whole point. See, so again, putting them in the government as advisory positions to the president, what kind of sense does that make then? It just makes it easier for them. They just cut right through the red tape. They don't have to go bribe no politicians or nothing. They got access to the president right there to get everything done. See, just like Elon Musk there, Donald Trump done said, you know what, I'm going to do away with that regulation that requires automated cars, self-driving vehicles, to have to report the accidents that they're involved in. Who does that benefit? Does that benefit us? Or does that benefit Elon Musk, huh? It sounds like it benefits Elon Musk, not us, because I would think we'd want to know about those accidents, wouldn't you? Do you want the car manufacturers to stop doing any kind of safety standard testing at all? Let's stop crash testing those cars to find out if we can survive in them if they're involved in an accident, right? Who does that help? Does that help us, or does that help the car manufacturers, the billionaires, the millionaires, the CEOs, the corporations? So again, I'm having a hard time understanding how that filling up that cabinet with billionaires is going to help us. See, when they tell you, hey, we want lower taxes, we want you to have lower taxes, they don't mean us, they mean them. They mean no taxes for them, put the tax burden on us. That's what they want to do. And it shows, you know what, here's a fun fact. If you go back to about 1980 when Ronald F. and Reagan come around, ever since his trickle-down economics came in, more than $50 trillion of wealth has been shifted from the middle class, the poor, the working people, up to the top 1%. That's what trickle-down economics has done for us. And when Trump was pretending he was president last time, he passed, $3 trillion worth of tax cuts for people like him and his buddies that he just put in his cabinet, and now he's wanting to do another $5 trillion on top of that. So again, none of it's making any sense to me. Now, I think that if you was actually being honest, you would agree with Democrats on economic policy. Most everything you would agree on, but for some reason you can't. You can't, and I think I know why, y'all. I'm pretty sure I know why. And here, let me try to fix it for you, okay? Maybe you just don't know this. Transgender people, there's always been some transgender people, and there always will be. And something else, you might not know this will shock you. Transgender people, they'll always use the bathroom. They have to, y'all. They have to. If they don't, you know what'll happen? They'll explode. That's what would happen to them. They would explode. You try holding it forever and see what happens. Something's going to pop. You know what I mean? Something's going to give. So they have to go to the bathroom. They do. And they always will do that before they'll explode. Before they'll let themselves explode, they'll go to the bathroom. Now, another thing, there's always going to be gay people too. You know, Steve and Bob want to do what Steve and Bob do in their own bedroom. Just let Steve and Bob do what they do. Don't get upset about it. Unless you want to join in with Steve and Bob, and by all means, then go do that. Ain't nobody stopping you from doing that, okay? To each their own. You know, have fun, have a ball, you know. So there's always going to be gay people too, so you can forget about that. Now, whenever it comes to the people of color, people that ain't, you know, your color, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, all of them. Just because somebody's not your shade, don't mean that they're any less intelligent than you or any less capable than you. They're just a different color, that's all that is. That's all it is. Just because somebody speaks a different dialect than you, if somebody has an accent, speaks some broken English, don't mean they're any less intelligent than you or any less capable than you. In fact, in most cases, that means that they're multilingual. They know multiple languages and you don't. So they might be a little more intelligent than you. So just because somebody's a different color and they sound funny to you, don't mean they're any less intelligent or any less capable. Because I think that's y'all's problem, really. And you're willing to go along with all the billionaire bullcrap as long as you can just keep on hating on people. So you got psychological problems. Something wrong with your brain bucket. You need to fix that, and then maybe you won't be a billionaire butt licker, all right? Inmate Trump.